What's up, guys? In today's video, we're going to talk about what DTF means, what it does, how you can obtain it, and how to get your feet wet in DTF. Okay, so enable for you to understand what DTF is, you need to know why DTF was created. So, there is a printer that is called a white toner laser printer that will print white and essentially can go on any color garment, any material. Also, there is no weeding, no cutting involved. It's all from printer to press in a two-step process. A sheet that comes out of the printer, which is an A sheet, and you press it to a B sheet, which is the adhesive, and it creates a white toner transfer. As most people do know, those printers can run you anywhere from $4,000 forward, depending on sizing, brand, and things of such. So, I currently have a white toner printer. I currently also do sublimation and I do vinyl. I hate vinyl because I hate weeding and waiting for the cut time, not to mention the inventory behind that. Also, sublimation. I'm obsessed. It's great, but when customers want black polyester t-shirts or 100% cotton t-shirts or anything less than 65%, then we have a problem. We can no longer use sublimation unless there's a middleman, which then in turn is more of an expense and also more time consuming because you have to cut something and transfer something. So therefore, these little things that keep you from having the perfect printer. When you get direct to garment, which is DTG, that is a printer that prints directly onto the t-shirts. However, it's only 100% cotton for most of them, as well as a pre-treatment is required to do so. So there's still limitations when it comes to that as well. So what is DTF and why do we need it in our lives? Let me tell you why. Because white toner prints are expensive to produce. Not to mention the process in which A and B go together with these two sheets is also a learning curve. Also requires some high maintenance or some high-end press to be able to successfully bring the two together. Though my press isn't high end, it also isn't low end either. So I would say somewhere in the middle. And it works. But the toner replacements are $1,200, $1,600 if you add the fluorescent each time. So that's very costly. Now, DTF is direct to film. This film they speak of is kind of like the A sheet of the white toner transfers. The difference between both of these technologies is pretty much one is toner, powder based, and this is inkjet, ink based. Now, let's break down the real difference between the two, because white toner is essentially set up for you to do this as long as you get the correct paper. Price tag included. With DTF, direct to film, you're basically considering it as DIY, do it on your own. There is no real direction or troubleshoot or customer service you can call to help you with the conversions or the troubleshoots that come behind converting one of these printers. Okay, so everything about it is unsupportive. It's do it yourself. It's built around a modified inkjet printers, no warranties, and a lot of limited supply. So again, white toner is supported. You can call Uninet. They're going to troubleshoot why you have a paper jam. They're going to troubleshoot why the two sheets don't come together. But it all boils down to, for me, quality and price. So don't get me wrong, I love the quality of the white toner prints, and they take a decent amount of washing. But there's also an added sheet that you have to purchase to be able to also provide longevity. So with that being said, I'm looking for a more economical way to produce the same amount or the same quality or better, but at an affordable price. With DTF and converting a printer, you will also have a heap of maintenance behind it. And again, this is all DIY depending on which printer you decide to convert. There is a few handfuls of printers. I'm just jumping into it right now. So guys, if you're really looking for actual science lab information, stay tuned, because I'm going to have that. I'm going to compare it to what I have now, the white toner printer, and all of that greatness. So far, I have a buddy who, South Bay Creations, who has also converted the same printer as me. I am currently stuck on a maintenance tank. He is not. He has mastered the entire thing and has already pressed onto multiple garments and multiple designs. So he's ironed out most of those kinks. And still, there's more to go. And just like the sublimation printers, when we first started converting them on my Workforce 7720, there was nothing out there on there. I literally wanted to blow up my lab. But it was well worth it, because now I own two of the most sought after converted printers for quality and price. So same with DTF. I suggest you start to do your research, because if this is everything I'm hearing it to be, this is the perfect thing we need. This is what we're waiting on. This will print white on inkjet. You are modifying a regular inkjet printer to print white. So you're also going to need an external program to help you make those changes, which is also another price tag that comes to that. So I lost my train of thought, y'all. There's just so much information. I'm just really excited about this. To be honest, if the quality is what I'm looking for, everything else is meaningless. There is daily maintenance, nightly maintenance. There is attention to detail when it comes to designing, to printing. But those are all things I'm willing to learn in exchange to the price tag of the white toner printing, guys. So, more of the difference is going to be coming once I can really, really get my hands on it. But to reiterate, between the process of DTF and also white toner printing, while I'm here to just get them both out of the way, DTF is a liquid ink that lays itself down within a layer on a plastic film that is heat resistant. After that is dried, you will apply a powder adhesive to the back of it. And then you will place that underneath your press, or they do sell certain ovens that are for curing the inkjet DTF, and let it cure for X amount of time. That's the process of DTF from printer to press. Creating the design with rasterization, which is another thing I talk about in one of my other videos. Learning how to print with the white underbase. Those are also things you still have to do with white toner printing. So at the end of the day, which way you choose to go, you still have to learn that aspect and learn how to print from a program that rips your design. With white toner, it is A sheet coming out of the printer. B sheet is an adhesive, and you will press both sheets under medium pressure for 120 seconds and pull the adhesive sheet off of the film A, and then you have yourself a transfer. So to me, tomato, in those processes, they are the same. Once again, this boils down to longevity. White toner versus direct to film, the stretchability from what I have seen so far, DTF has it beat. Um, so I'm really going to put that to the test with the same garment, same design, same pool, two different methods, and see how that goes. So once again, to reiterate, direct to film is a modified version of an inkjet printer to allow you to use direct to film ink to print white ink as an underbase or print white in your design so that you're not limited to polyester, cotton, light, or dark garments. Okay? There is no real troubleshoot. There is a real big handful of us out there who are on it and have some useful information. But once again, if you're looking for a professional number to call to help, that's not going to happen. There are some groups that I do recommend you join because this is where all my information has been gathered. I'm sure there are tons of videos that they provide as well. I will encourage you guys to go out there and check them out. So stay tuned. It's 4:12, okay, here in Florida, and I'm still waiting on my tank, guys. So this sits here. I made a video on how to maintenance it as well, so look at what the maintenance behind a converted printer is like as well. You do have to do it with sublimation, but this is a little bit more of a difference in the daily process. So once again, guys, I just kind of wanted to give a generalized what DTF is and what it means to your business and adding it to your business. Once again, you'll be able to print white from an inkjet printer that you have modified and be able to apply it to any garment, any color, any texture or material, whatever you call it, and not have any restriction. So, stay tuned, guys.